Okay, good afternoon. Appreciate you all understanding the switch from my normal press conference from Monday to Tuesday. Thank you. Pleased with our team's performance, obviously, from this past week. I thought we played good in all three phases, did some really good things. There's still many things we could do to improve, so that's the good thing. So back to work. A little different for me today because I've already moved on here for 2 days, but excited about this opportunity here this week, playing at home. Should be a fantastic crowd. I'm sure it'll be sold out. Great atmosphere, playing a very good South Carolina team, so looking forward to that challenge.
Mark, how have they responded just in the first couple of days of everybody patting them on the back and telling them how good they are?
Just had 1 day, I had yesterday. So, I thought it was an okay Monday practice. Mondays are a lot of mental work. We have to wrap up the game, so with a mandatory day off for our players, you have to get a lot done on Monday. So we have to view the game tape, which takes a lot of time. So we watch the tape, look at the good things, the bad things, and then we get together and watch special teams together, have a team meeting, wrap up Mississippi State, and then also introduce South Carolina. So a lot to do, a lot of time spent in the meeting room, and so I'll get a better indication today, where we're at and how they're doing.
Mark, this particular team, South Carolina, perhaps seems to bring a bigger challenge in passing in the team we played this year. How do you approach that?
Yeah, we approach it, the same every week. Certainly, teams feature or maybe better in one area than another. South Carolina is a very good football team across the board. They're very balanced. As far as being a good, special teams, offense, defense, it does present a challenge. You're correct, especially with their quarterback and their wide receivers. They're very good players, so we definitely have to be good in our coverage and good in our rush lanes and so on.
Mark, you said you had some areas where you can still improve. What are some of those areas?
Well, there's many things, defensively, and we had 2 mistakes that led, on the touchdown drive. There were 2 plays that were our mistakes, and we pride ourselves on making the teams earn their yards and taking nothing away from them. We all know they're a good football team, but there's 2 plays where we did the wrong thing. We gave them 12 yards in a first down, and we gave them 8 yards on first down. That set up. That was part of their scoring drive, and that's not acceptable. We need to be on point 100% of the time, and we do that. I don't know what we would have done. Maybe possibly could have shut them out. I don't know, but I don't like giving them 2 first downs in a scoring drive. And offensively, there's a lot of things we could do better. There's missed assignments. There's not being crisp in our routes. Terry going where he needs to go with the ball quicker. O-line being more physical. There's a lot of things we could do better.
How are you reminding players to kind of keep things in perspective, despite all the good things being written about them?
Well, it starts with the respect that we have for our preparation. It's obedience. It's being obedient and the discipline to do things that you have to do. And there's something about earning it. And you earn it with the way you prepare. Our players are starting to buy into that. They like the grind, the discipline that it takes to earn it throughout the week. And we talk about all the time, a successful season comes from some successful weeks. How do successful weeks come about? Each day, and that's all we try to focus on is the day. So we got to have a great Monday. We did that, and John asked me about that, and I'm just going to put that in the okay category. And we need to have a great Tuesday.
Mark, how different is South Carolina offensively with Brian McClendon running the offense?
Pardon me?
So how different is South Carolina offensively with a new coordinator?
They're different in some ways, and Eric Wolford's also on that staff, and Dan Warner, some friends of mine, guys I've known for a while. But they're a good team, and they're they're different. They're bouncing around a little bit. You know, they have great quarterbacks and wide receiver. I think they're trying to feature those guys, which makes sense because they're dynamic. But you know, we all know run game's important. They know that as well, and you're certainly seeing that with a talented tailback and being physical at times. But just like when I get asked those questions, sometimes, you know, there's only one ball and there's only so much you could do and feature, you know, and they have a lot that they can do and a lot of playmakers.